My name is Faris and I'm a student at Universitas Terbuka. I am also the initiator of this project. Who am I and why I'm doing this? I was born into a simple family in a small village. My parents are both educated people, even though they were poor at that time. They always taught me the importance of learning, even when life was very tough. Growing up in a remote area never stopped me from dreaming big. About 6 years ago, I worked really hard to get into the aviation field, and I did it. I earned my aviation security and safety license and worked at Kuala Lumpur International Airport, one of the biggest airports in Southeast Asia. Life was good until the COVID-19 or the pandemic hit. I lost my job and I had to return to my village to work as a farmer. Again, it was a really difficult time for me. After almost 3 years, the hope finally came. 2 years ago, I got accepted through a scholarship program at Universitas Terbuka, majoring in English literature. And now I'm in my 3rd year, and I've regained my motivation and purpose to chase my dream. Currently, I serve as a coordinator of scientific and research at Ormawa UT Medan, and I'm also the president of English Sharing Space by UT Medan. Learning English has opened so many doors for me. I've traveled across Indonesia and it was for free, met amazing people, and even became an interpreter at the International Conference on Innovation in Open and Distant Learning in Odell 2024. I also received the highest average score speakers award in English debate at the Sportsini National 2025. Now it's the time for me to give it back. I want to share my experience and knowledge with children in remote areas, the kids who come from the same background as me. But I know I cannot do this alone. That's why I'm working together with my wonderful partner, Hovifa Indra Sandi, Prananda Kamala, Tasya Magdalena Limbo, Mr. Adrianto, and many others who helped make this project possible. Our title project is Bridging the Educational Inequality, Community-Based English Language Intervention in Underserved Areas, North Sumatra. This project focuses on one of the most persistent global challenges. It is educational inequality, particularly in rural and marginalized areas where students face major barriers to accessing quality learning. In Indonesia, and especially in remote regions like North Sumatra, many children still struggle with poor learning infrastructure, a lack of qualified teachers, and limited motivation to learn English. Our initiative seeks to change that by bridging hope, engagement, and opportunity through a community-based English learning program that empowers both students and educators. Before the program began, we identified several major challenges. The first one is student motivation to learn was extremely low. The second one is their English proficiency level were far below those of the children in urban areas. The third one is there was a shortage of qualified teachers, and exciting one often lacked access to up-to-date teaching materials. Additionally, infrastructure and learning resources were very limited. Classroom lacked technology and learning aids. They don't even have a projector or laptop there. Finally, the curriculum used in rural school was not well adapted to student real-life context. It's making English feel irrelevant and difficult to understand. This problem creates a huge learning gap that our project aims to bridge. Our project had 4 main objectives. The first one is to ignite student motivation and interest in learning English. The second one is to improve their English skills through engaging contextual and practical lessons delivered collaboratively with local teachers. To introduce more effective learning strategies that work even in areas with limited infrastructure. And finally, to reduce educational inequality by providing equal learning opportunities to children in remote communities. In a sense, our goal was not only to teach English, but to empower students and teachers to believe that learning English is possible, valuable, and transformative. We applied a community-based participatory approach, emphasizing collaboration and local empowerment. Rather than imposing a top-down teaching model, we worked closely with teachers, parents, and community members. The study used qualitative methods, including semi-structured interview, open-ended questionnaire, and the direct observation to understand student experience, motivation, and perceptions in learning English. This approach helped us capture the human side of education, the emotion, the challenges, and the growth that cannot be fully measured through the numbers alone. Our findings were both eye-opening and inspiring. Before the intervention, 93% of students did not understand even the basic English. 65% of them rarely or never had contact with English in their daily life. The main obstacle were low motivation with 44%, lack of access and resource with 27%, and the absence of supportive environment make up the rest. This shows that motivation, empathy, and context-based learning can transform classroom even without advanced technology or expensive resources. However, after the program, the transformation was remarkable. 65% of participants became interested and motivated to learn English. Even 20% of them expressed their strong enthusiasm. Overall, 93% agreed that learning English is important for their future. Beyond numbers, students began to smile, speak, and participate more confidently. In conclusion, this project proves that educational change starts with empathy and community collaboration. By connecting language learning with local realities, we help students see English not as a distant academic subject, but as a key to their dreams and opportunities. Our results show that education quality is not defined by infrastructures alone, but by how we inspire students to learn. Through a participatory and student-centered approach, we are building bridges, not just between language, but between inequality and opportunity. So this initiative supports SDG 4 quality education and SDG 10 reduce inequalities, and demonstrate that even small community-based action can create meaningful global impact. So to conclude this presentation, I'll read a quote by Peter Dinklage. It goes like, according to all aerodynamics laws, the bumblebee cannot fly because its body weight is not the right proportion to its wingspan. But ignoring these laws, bee flies anyways.
Remember when we would stay out too late? We were young, having fun, made mistakes. Did we ever know? Did we ever know? Did we ever know? Yeah. All the things we just think of and say, never wrong, always right, not afraid. Did we ever know? Did we ever know? Did we ever know? Is it all inside of my head? Maybe you still think I don't care, but all I need is you. Yeah, you know it's true. Yeah, you know it's forget about where we are. Let go, so close. If you don't know where to start, just hold on and don't run. No, we're looking back, we messed around, but that was then, and this is now. All we need is enough love to hold us where we are.
Saya Kopi, saya Cahaya, saya Cindy, saya Nurul, saya Rasya, mana yang mana? Olivia.
Hujan, waktu yang kembali mengulang kenangan masa-masa indah, senyum bahagia yang mungkin tak lagi datang.
Melaporkan di Batang Kui sangat panas.